officials want to stress that these evacuations that are in order now are voluntary evacuations. It's about more than just cost savings, too. Rehabilitation is in these plans as well. It's a job that requires outstanding service and unmistakable sacrifice. Waiting for the chaos from the helicopter landing to die down before these Marines move in. And now, gearing up for hurricane season, it's no doubt been a busy year for the Red Cross. What should people watching this, watching you, take away knowing about Deputy Lewis? Rain not good for the fire situation. Smoke's still a problem too, right? Doors are locked up tight and students are moved into so-called safe areas inside the classroom. In an exclusive interview, I talked with Ensminger and Senator Richard Burr about the way they plan to move forward.
It's just why it happened.
Yeah, it sure is, Jim, and it's one law enforcement on the ground told me earlier today they will not rest until they have it answered. 5 people were arrested in connection with this shooting, one of them just 14 years old. A law enforcement source told me earlier today the bullet that killed Lewis actually went through a side, unprotected part of his bulletproof vest. Deputies said it happened so fast they didn't even have a chance to fire back. A sentiment echoed by everyone.
I've worked with a lot of excellent men and women, and he's as good as you get.
Deputy Warren Lewis wasn't just a good man, he was the best of the best. Lewis was at this home on Lenore Drive serving a warrant on these 2 men. Lamont Bird and Keon Dale were wanted in connection with the June 2nd murder of Thomas Hinton. Both men surrendered yesterday after the shooting, along with 3 others, Divine Slade and Marietta Boyd. One more is considered a juvenile. Investigators had served a search warrant on the home earlier in the day and found no one home, but inside they found a cache of weapons.
We believed at that time they may be on the scene, and so you had extra officers, extra security, extra protection.
20 officers, in fact, but when law enforcement returned to the home late yesterday afternoon, there were only 4.
They were actually leaving the area when the shots were fired.
From inside the home, sending a barrage of bullets through the front door, one of them fatal. Lewis was a part of a fugitive task force in eastern Carolina designed to pool law enforcement resources to help smaller forces manage crime more efficiently. He was on loan from the Nash County Sheriff's Department.
They trained together, they worked together.
They were a team, one that now leans on each other, knowing one of their own was taken far too soon. You can see a bouquet of flowers now taking the place of the crime scene tape that was once here. All 4 adult men had their first court appearance today. Bird and Dale, both charged with 2 open counts of murder. The other 2 men, 1 open count of murder. All 4 held in the Lenore County Jail tonight with no bond. And Jim, I talked with the Nash County Sheriff earlier today. He told me he just talked to Lewis the other day, and Lewis was telling him how much he loved being a law enforcement officer. Aubrey Langman can be shy at first, but ask her about Justin Bieber.
I like his singing.
She collected the most food in a contest put on by a local radio station. Her prize, meeting her idol.
I was like, Aubrey, you want to meet Justin Bieber? And she was like, heck yes.
Talking about it, she's all smiles. That smile is something her grandma worried she'd never see again.
I could not give her mother back.
You see, Aubrey's mother, Lisa, died earlier this year after a trailer came loose from a truck on Highway 43 and struck her car. Aubrey and her 4-month-old sister were inside too.
Seeing Aubrey happy this Thanksgiving has made this Thanksgiving just a little bit easier to bear for me.
This holiday has been bittersweet.
But you really do have to stop at some point and be thankful for what you do have. And I guess my Thanksgiving this year ended up being making Aubrey happy.
That took a community effort. Once folks found out, though, what Aubrey was trying to do, donations came pouring in.
Lisa was really big into charity and contributions.
They said this would make her proud. Today, they surround themselves with pictures of Lisa, reminding themselves of a mother and a daughter and a wife that's not here to celebrate.
I knew that she would love to know that her daughter was happy.
Aubrey can describe her happiness in a few simple words.
Feels good.
Yeah. It's amazing what a little Bieber fever can do to help this family begin to heal. In Winterville, Chris Brown, Eyewitness News 9, on your side.
Probably the largest amount that I've ever seen.
The numbers are dizzying. More than 13,000 packets of spice worth
Over $300,000.
everything from Jolly Jam to Hot Hawaiian found sitting in trash bags off of Hinestown Road.
Children in the neighborhood could have found it.
Deputies with the Onslow County Sheriff's Office were out searching for stolen four-wheelers here when Detective Sergeant Mark Scott stumbled onto it.
Couldn't believe what we found.
So much it took a shovel to get it all back in the box.
Feels good to get this amount off.
Spice has been illegal since June 1st. It's basically synthetic pot, and its effects are almost identical. It was tough to pull off store shelves because the packets say not for human consumption. It's just potpourri. But these deputies say, what else would you use it for?
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, right?
Obviously. Yeah.
They don't know whose it is,
The businesses who had this just took and got rid of it.
or how it got there.
It could have been stolen and just stashed there.
But it's theirs now. The packets will be destroyed, and if you're wondering how that happens,
Burn it.
rest assured they say they'll stay far away from the smoke. In Jacksonville, Chris Brown, Eyewitness News 9, on your side.
Your side.
Hello everyone, I'm Chris Brown. Thanks for joining us tonight. Jim is off. After the devastating tornadoes in April and now gearing up for hurricane season, it has no doubt been a busy year for the Red Cross. Today, a group of community organizers here in the East hosted an event to bring neighbors together and raise money for the less fortunate. Then on your side, Sasha Horn shows us how events like this are invaluable in helping the Red Cross live up to their motto, be prepared. Well, the Holly Shelter wildfire is still burning in Pender and Onslow counties tonight, and officials say they're making progress. The fire is said to now be 15% contained, and so far it's burned through more than 21,000 acres. Folks of the Forest Service want to hear your concerns at a town hall meeting tonight, too. It was at 7 o'clock at the Holly Ridge Fire and Rescue Department. Officials discussed the latest update on the Holly Shelter wildfires, which have been burning since last Sunday. And dry conditions prompted Governor Beverly Perdue to declare a state of emergency for 29 counties in the East. She issued that status today. It allows the counties to get aid from other states and the federal government. Most of the counties included are also under the open burning ban because of these drought conditions. Right now, the governor says more than 300 federal, local, and volunteer fire departments are working to battle blazes across the state. Well, for the most part, we have got another sunny summer day in our pockets, and it looks like you'll get to take another dip in the pool or lounge on the beach as well. Sunday, meteorologist Quaylin Murphy is here with a look at our first forecast. Hey, Quaylin.